Good morning. It is Sunday, September 18th. It is 5:54 a.m. in my locale. I said the other night on one of the podcasts or one of the live streams that I said I've really got to get back to doing daily videos, and the answer is that's true. I enjoy them, but my day has been unstructured, especially in the mornings, unstructured. And that's because I've just been taking it slow, and maybe I need to come up with a really solid, organization schedule for the morning. Sorry for the air conditioner. So, temperature is about 76 degrees right now, and it is still a little humid but nice. I've already gone out this morning. I just came back in to start my laundry, and it was nice. And there were a lot of stars out, and I could hear the hoot owls behind us in Christian Point. And then the mosquitoes came in because it rained last night. So let's take a look and see what we can do here. Let's go with our daily Zen poem to start. And pardon me, it's my Sunday, so I have my coffee, my third cup of coffee. Ugh. It's trying hard. Hang on. The internet's a little funky this morning. It's doing what it can. If not, we'll skip it. We'll come back to it. All right. That's taking too long. Let's daily rune poll. Oh, no, here it is. Let's see. All along the trail of moss, I followed your wooden shoe prints. White clouds hung around your little island, where spring grass hid your unlocked door. I enjoyed the color of pines after rain and reached the river source along the mountain trail. Facing the stream and the flowers, I came inside a sense of zen, yet cannot find the words. Lu Chang Qing, 709 to 780. Mike Jurglish, not sure if that has anything to do with what I was going to say today, but I'm not, always subject to change and individual misinterpretation. Now let's do our daily report. Oh, now this has no reverse. This one is one. There are two kinds of runes. There's a upright and inverted. Where what they'll say is correct and reversed. That one has no reverse. Okay, that is page 102. It's called Ihwaz, and it says, remember, just for those of you following along at home, this is the Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. It's so old for me that the spine's broken and everything else. I've had it for maybe 35, 40 years. Maybe. Again, Ihwaz, Defense Avertive Powers U Tree. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockage and defeat, and yet at the same time we develop in ourselves an aversion to the conduct which creates stress in our lives. If there appears to be an obstacle in your path, remember that even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward. We've pulled this room before. For this is not a situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the important thing. Don't lust after a desired outcome. This is talking of the difficulties that arise in the beginning of a new life. Okay, sometimes at a time of waiting, you remember this. Perseverance and foresight. Okay, ability to foresee consequences before you act is a mark of a profound person. You need to avert anticipated difficulties through right action, and that you are not just a doer, you are a decider. Once the decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless. Receiving this rune, you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. It may be a trying time, it may be a meaningful one. The wood of the yew tree becomes the bow of the spiritual warrior, so the obstacles in your path can become the gateway to a new life. Set your house in order, tend to business, be clear, and wait on the will of heaven. Okay. So before we go forward, let's do our obligatory case overview. Come here. Do you have anything you'd like to contribute? No? No, just breakfast soon, right? Yeah? Nothing? Do you want to say anything to anybody? Any shout outs there? He's a man of few words. All right, so the message of today is kind of going to be mixed up backwards because of all the stuff we just saw. So we pay attention to what we see. That's information incoming. Hang on, more coffee. Okay. So the information I was going to say was that I'm seeing things change in ways that I am unhappy. Not with myself. I'm okay. I've lost 21 pounds since I've been here. I've lost about 2.5 inches off of my waist. I have to wear a pair of Perry suspenders with my pants so that they don't drop down to my thighs, and I'm going to have to need more pants. But seeing a lot of things happen around me, a lot of the same reports. I can't get my money out of my bank. They ask me what I'm going to use it for. Please fill out this form, that type of stuff. I also see a lot of messages from up north about going to be a bad winter. Prices going up. Someone and I spoke yesterday, and the biggest conversation we had was, I don't know what we're going to do about the heating oil here, because remember, he's back home. I'm the Southern Command. So he's like, I don't know what we're going to do about the heating oil. He said it's $5 a gallon. And, his father, technically my adopted dad, he's old. And he'll run that furnace 75 degrees because he's cold. He doesn't seem to get the idea that, you got to run it at 65 and put on a sweater. He's just not pull on that. Yes, prices are going up. Yes, all of that is happening. And yes, the word prepare keeps coming up over and over and over and over again. And the other thing that keeps coming up is don't tell anybody what you're preparing. It's almost like you have to take care of it, but it's a big secret, because if somebody knows, then who knows? So my solution to that, and what we just read, that is, a time of waiting, a time of ripening. Now is not a real time of waiting because we're heading toward harvest. Old farmers will tell you this all day long. We're heading toward the harvest area, and things are not looking good in a lot of different places, and people are being told to destroy their crops, which makes zero sense. I don't know why somebody is not just growing up and giving these people a big middle finger, or having them enjoy the underside of a combine. That would be, either way is fine. Read that report last week about the Amish guy, and who they're trying to shut down his farm, and he's only selling to other people, and it's the USDA. It's almost like the whole world is on this march to make us suffer. And my answer is, screw you. It's not going to happen. Okay? So my message to everyone today is, because again, this is Sunday for me, and it's my first day off in a week. So my goals are going to be assess. Okay, that's what I'm going to do today. Clean, yes. But cleaning in here, 35 minutes. It's really nothing. And then assess. Okay, I have some canning to do. I'm going to try something I haven't tried yet, okay? And we're going to see how that experiment works out. Reports coming soon. Okay. Reload. And I don't mean reload that way. I mean check my stores. Do I have enough melatonin? Do I have enough ground beef? Do I have it? And make a list, because I have to go to town tomorrow, so I might as well pull that together. Okay. This cabinet back here is a pantry. And I saw something in there I wasn't a little happy with. Okay, it looks like there's either material in there or something in there. It looks kind of, I'm not going to say there's a mouse in here, but there's a possibility one could have gotten in here. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is pull everything out of this pantry, one shelf at a time, and check it out. Check the stuff. Anything's bad, out. Anything good, check it in. Wipe the pantry down, get it clean. If I see any rodent infestation, I got some mothballs I can throw back there. I was watching a video from Creativity RV, who said she had a mouse infestation and how she got rid of it. So I'm going to watch that again. Okay. And let's see. I got my laundry in. So in a little while, I got to put that in the dryer. That's easy. That's about 150-yard walk that way. Queso's laundry is getting done. And when I clean today, I'm going to do a little bit more deep cleaning. I'm going to start at the front of the rig inside, right? I'm going to start in the front of the KE, wipe down the dashboard, make sure the seats are clean, maybe get the vacuum in there under the seat, under the seats and everything, because I haven't done that in about a month. And then just work very slowly back, go back up there to the top. You can't see it. Refill my vitamins, check my cleaning supplies, maybe reorganize a little bit. Got to get the canner out. Just keep working back slowly until I hit the end. If the weather breaks, okay, it's supposed to be nice. If the mosquitoes calm down, then, okay, my RV black tank valve has been a little drippy, okay, but suddenly it just stopped. So somebody said, well, maybe something got stuck, maybe, and I'm like, okay. I did see a crack, or what I saw was a crack right along one side of that box seal. So what I did was I ordered a new black tank valve and a new gray tank valve. And so if the weather permitting, okay, since it's not dripping right now, weather permitting, I'll go out and I'll replace that seal. That's about a 15-minute job. Anybody who's ever done it is fine. I talked to a guy who had done this already. He gave me a couple tips and pointers. So I feel pretty confident that I can move 4 bolts around and, take a little bit of, clean water, or just a clean rag and just wipe down 2 ends of those 2 pipes and then put the box in here, check the seal and make sure it's working good. Okay. So those are another prepare. For those of you who are keeping up with things, you'll notice that they're talking about a hurricane coming through. I mean, we've had a little bit of rain. We had some rain last night. But they're talking about a hurricane coming through. Some Fiona, I think is what they called it. Whatever. A lot of people say it's going to miss where we are now. A lot of people say it's going to hit where we are now. It might be better to take the time to prepare. See what I did there? And make sure everything's in good working order in the event that we do have to evacuate. Because that has happened here from some of the people who have spoken to me. They've told me that they've had to evacuate, but we get evacuated last. And the reason we get evacuated last is we are the furthest point out. When I started working here, they made me pick a evacuation point, and it turns out it's an RV park above Miami. So that's about 2 hours away, maybe 2.5 hours away. So making sure my gas tank is full, making sure that the parts all work, making sure I have extra parts to do things. Very, very, very important. So that's a good prepare. So between the cleaning, that's a good prepare. Pantry, right? That's a good prepare. I don't want to find a mouse nest back there, right? I don't love animals, but not eating my food. Prepare to make sure this is clean and ready for function, especially tomorrow. And preparing myself up here. Okay. And that's the other thing I wanted to say to everybody. I know this video is running a little long, but I haven't done one in a while, so forgive me. I don't know what you do. None of my to do. I meditate every morning, and I will tell you that for about 2 years, I had a very difficult time doing that practice. I was having a tough time where I was getting my brain calm. And once I've gotten here, I've been able to very quietly pick up that practice again, especially when I'm walking to work or here on my cushion. So I would suggest that that's a little self-care for you guys. Make sure you take time for you up here. It's too easy to get busy, stuck in a list, doing stuff, and not taking enough time to cultivate that inner sense of peace that you need in order to think clearly and act effectively. Whatever it is you do it. And if you haven't started a practice, start one. If you're not sure where to turn, you have a computer, just go look. And if you have a friend that you want to talk to that does something like that, have a chat. But get started on something to take care of you. Your brain is going to have to be stronger, and you're going to have to maintain a sense of inner calm with what's coming next. Okay? And I'm very afraid that what's coming next, not going to be real good. Okay. I am unfortunately not going to be able to attend the M22 meetup. I was invited, thank you. I just can't do it because we are getting ready to move toward a place where I can't run up and down for a little bit, and my job is not going to allow me that time off to stretch, because I would need a week and a half, because I'd be happy going from the southern tip of Florida all the way up to Michigan, all the way back to the southern tip of Florida. And we have some people here that work here that are from Michigan, and it takes them about 5 days in their car to get from one place to about 4 days, they said, to get from here to where they are in Michigan. So I'm hoping to be brought in by video as a special guest star. We'll see what happens. Other than that, what else can I say? Appalachian Living with Patara. Okay, keep an eye on her. She was doing seed reading, which I'm not a huge fan of. However, her tips on stocking up and preparing are invaluable. Jeremiah Babe is fantastic. He keeps you focused on what you need to do with your money. So does Bull Boom Bear Bust. Okay, that's how I learned about this thing with the banks and their, well, I want to take $5,000 out. Well, you can't take $5,000 out. You can only take out $3,000, and you have to fill out this form and tell us why. I'm not gonna do it. I did hear somebody in a very funny way say, you tell that bank person when you're trying to get your own money out of the bank, tell them that you're going to use the money for their hospital bills if they don't give you the money. Not the greatest way to make friends and influence people, but let's face it. Anybody sitting in front of the camera like me, and anybody on the other end like you, we're not in the business of making friends and influencing people. We're taking care of each other. The real people. And that is my message of the day. So hopefully tomorrow, because I'm going to get back to doing this every day, you will get a report on how this place looks. If I'm crazy, no, I am crazy. If I can get it looking really good, because it shouldn't take that long, and I'm taking my time today, I might give you an interior and exterior tour. Okay. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you for your patience, because I'm putting myself back on a more regulated schedule for myself, because I think it's better physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I hope that you find the way to do that for yourself as well. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy yourself. And always remember, who said that? Oh, full spectrum survival. You do your preps. You learn something new. You get your skills. You store and assess, and then you go have fun. So at least at the end of the today, please have done at least all of those things, even if it's just one can of beans, even if it's just I went for a walk, even if it's just, make sure you do that. We move forward now, and I really honestly think we're going to need this thing to be focused and ready to go, so that when the bad thing happens and the bad people come and things start to hit the fan, and you're not going to want to be thinking foggy. You're going to want to be able to think clearly. And remember, anybody watching this who's part of our tribe, right? Remember, if you need something, don't sit in the dark alone. Reach out to one of us, and we will help you to the fullest ability, or we'll circle the wagons and do that. Have a great Sunday, everybody. I'm going to feed Queso, and I hate to say it, I'm probably going to have another cup of coffee. Bye, guys.